15 things to do instead of your phone that actually makes you smarter. Number 1. Do something familiar with your non-dominant hand. If you're a right-handed person, then brush your teeth with left hand. If you're someone with left-handed person, then stir your tea with your right hand. You see, using non-dominant hand to do something familiar will literally make our brain to focus more because of unfamiliarity. What happens is when we are using our dominant part of our dominant hand. Let's say I'm a right-handed person and I'm using the right hand to brush my teeth. I'm using the left hemisphere of my brain, but if I'm using my left hand, I'm using the right hemisphere of my brain, and I'm trying to focus more because I have to clean my teeth more, and that's how I'm increasing my focus, right? This is a really great way to do something that is not using the phone. Number 2, recall your day in reverse. At whatever moment you're right now, try to recall your entire day in reverse, right? For example, I just woke up. What I did in reverse was that I took the phone, I set up the camera, I opened my laptop, I washed my face, I brushed my teeth, I woke up. That's all in reverse. So when you try to think in reverse or remember, recall our day in reverse, what happens is that we focus on very specific details, which makes it more enjoyable for us. Number 3, write down a definition of a concept you already understood. Let's say you learned the definition of a concept a few weeks ago. For example, for me, it was scarcity from Economics 101 that I'm learning in my university. And scarcity means the limited resource, the limitedness of resources and the unlimitedness of human desire. That's what you can do too. You can explain definitions of concepts that you learn this week. You can explain it to yourself, you can explain it to the mirror, you can explain it to the camera. It can help you in any ways, and you already know why it will make you smarter. You're critically thinking to simplify the definition and making it understandable for both you and the listener. Number 4, teach something to no one. Yeah, that's it. Just stand in your room and explain something very, very loudly. This will help you, like previously, to think critically in about complex topics or complex concepts, and it will also help your speech ability to speak publicly. And on and talking to a camera, if you talk to a camera loudly, you will also be able to review your speaking style, and then you can improve that too. Number 4, teach something you learned this week to no one. It's just as simple as it sounds. If you have learned something new a few days ago, or maybe this week, or maybe a month ago, and you didn't understand that, then you can just teach it to someone, or you teach it to no one if you have no one like me. So what you can do is simply take on the camera or just go in front of the mirror and try to explain and focus on how you're speaking and what vocabulary or what way of speaking you're using, because the best teacher is someone who can simplify the concept and make it understandable for anyone or everyone. So make sure that whatever you're saying is very simple and understandable. Number 5, and it's very, very beautiful: study the structure of something beautiful. For me, I try to understand clouds, I try to understand birds. There are some natural stuffs that are really, really beautiful to me: human eyes, woods. So try to study the structure of an object, of a natural object, or maybe something that you deem as beautiful. And just think about how it's structured. It's just try to notice its details, and it's a very good way to spend your time other than using the phone to doom scroll on Instagram or TikTok. That is definitely better, right? You are becoming more detail oriented, you are becoming more of a how do I say it, perfectionist. Perfectionism isn't good, but like you are spending your time more purposefully and intentionally. You're learning something that is better than scrolling the phone, right? And I love it. I love doing this because I love looking at the clouds. Man, those are the most unpredictable shapes in nature. Like, how can you predict this cloud is going to be in this shape, right? It's really, really unpredictable to me. And they're really beautiful, to be honest. Number 6, draw or sketch things around you. Even if you do not know how to draw or sketch, like me, I truly don't know how to draw or sketch, but I still try to do it to spend my time other than using the phone, the damn phone. You have a bottle in your table, you have a mouse in your table, you have a geometry box in your table. What you can do is just shape, just draw it from your brain, or maybe just look from looking at it, right? You can do that both, and it's going to be really really helpful for you. It's going to teach you patience. Why I'm talking about it's like it's going to teach patience, because if you rush trying to draw something or sketch something, like when you draw or sketch something, if you rush, what will happen is that you will mess up the drawing. That's why you have to be patient. You have to be patient with every stroke, every detail, every texture, right? And I think it's a really really great way to spend your time without wasting, right? It's also going to improve your hand control. Number 7, describe a complex object out loud. Now it's kind of connected to number 5, where I told you to study the structure of something beautiful, and you can connect both of them. You can describe the structure of something really complex, either to your phone, to your friend, to no one, or you can write down. That is again that will make you very detail oriented. You will start to notice every single detail of every beautiful thing or complex things, and it will also improve your critical thinking, because you're thinking deeply, you're thinking critically, you're thinking more intentionally to find the details, to find the good things about that beautiful structure or complex structure, or important details that makes the shape of that complex object or structure. That is going to be really really helpful. Number 8, describe your day in 6 words. I know it's hard to do, because how can you describe your whole day in just 6 words? And that is why it's more enjoyable, and that is why it will make you more smarter, because you are thinking deeply about vocabulary. You're thinking intentionally about meaning behind words. You're going to choose words carefully, right? That is going to improve your smartness, your intelligence. I think your critical thinking, at least, because when you are trying to understand the meanings behind words, you're not just playing a game, you're improving your philosophy. For example, the word confidence is has multiple types of meaning. Confidence can be arrogance. How is that? For someone who knows who's his place in somewhere in this earth, and he's telling that he can do it, or he's boasting about something, he's confident. But so for someone who doesn't know where his place is in this earth, he's arrogant or he's underconfident. For example, if I say that I'm really, really confident that I can edit a video and make it banger really really cool, I am confident. But if I say that I can create a spaceship, either that is delusional or that is delusional. Sorry, how can I give a really good example of arrogance? But if I say that I look like Tom Cruise, that is stupid and arrogant, right? Exactly, I don't know my place. That's it. There's that whole meaning behind the word confidence. You have to know your place, and if you know your place, it's going to be confidence. And this is the good example of how do you say, describing a word, my whole day in 6 words. I know that I have to know the meaning behind words to describe my whole day perfectly in 6 words, right? Try that, and you'll see improvement in your day, in your head. Number 9, write a letter you'd never send. You can write something to your future self, to someone you miss, to someone who died, to someone you will never talk to someone you are never going to see. And it's also proven by research that when we write down our emotions, they get more clear and they get more active, and it's really really a good feeling. I personally sometimes write some emotional stuffs, or maybe something normal, whatever it is. I'm not a regular I do not regularly do journaling, but it's just writing feels more like comfortable. It feels more warm. It feels more it gives me more chances to think about my emotion. That helps me a lot, and that will help you too, right? Anything that you can write down to anyone, and it will help you a lot to relieve the emotions, to feel the emotions behind that, between you and that person. Again, you can say some untold stuffs, because you're never going to send it to them, right? But you can speak. It will feel like you're as if you're talking to someone. Trust me, it will feel like as if you're talking to someone. You can just then fold the letter and put it somewhere in a letterbox, or maybe like in your room, or maybe you can throw it away, because um, after writing down, it doesn't have any meaning, because you're not going to send it, right? You can just store it if you want. You can read it later. Number 10, eat. I mean, you're not using your phone, then what is the best thing to do other than eating? Man, I love eating. Just eat, right? You're not going to use the phone now. You're going to eat, and you'll be more focused and distractionless when eating, and it's going to be more and more enjoyable. Number 11, reread something you read years ago. It's something I found from the internet, but it's not something I'm feeling relatable, because I didn't have anything that I read long ago. For you, it could be a book, it could be a message, it could be a story, it could be anything that is readable, but you have read it years ago. When you read it, it will be better, and you will feel some sort of nostalgic feeling. How can I say that it will be some sort of nostalgic feeling? Because I sometimes sit down and watch the photos of like 5 or 6 years ago with my friends, family, and I feel nostalgic, and I think that is going to be the same feeling when you read it. So that is definitely better than Instagram. I personally believe that. Number 12, build something with your own hands. You can build a Lego car, you can build something from using origami, like a bird, and it's going to be really helpful for you, because researchers says that physical construction engages spatial reasoning, working memory, fine motor coordination, and real-time problem solving simultaneously. This is definitely a better way to spend your time. And after you finish building something, your brain is going to feel a huge surge of reward. And that is really important for your brain's dopamine system. You'll then enjoy more meaningful stuffs rather than meaningless and purposeless stuffs, like sleep, like wasting time on phone, Instagram, or for me it's mostly Instagram, or maybe just daydreaming. So it's really it's truly great for ourselves if we build something with our own hands, maybe origami, maybe Lego, maybe something more complex like a robot. I'm not making a robot, by the way. Maybe you can build a website. These days vibe coding is everywhere, so you can also build a website for yourself. Maybe you can build a extension. Maybe you can build anything you want, and that is going to be something more meaningful for yourself, at least. And I think I'm also going to build something, and I'll show you guys in the next video, I think, or maybe some other video. Now we are down to last three. Number 13, rearrange your space. Right now my room is really unorganized, and I think your room is organized or maybe unorganized, I don't know. What you can do in your free time is rearrange your space. You can take the table from the left side of your room to the right side of your room. You can take the bed from left side to right side, from front to bottom, from in front of the window to behind you, to this place. I think I'll change my mind. I don't know what I'm saying, but try to understand. Anyways, you can rearrange your whole room or your whole study space or whatever, wherever you are, and it will help you. It will at least make your time spending meaningful. And how it's going to be helpful in future, because study says that when we change our room, if our environment gets different from before, our brain doesn't feel more mundane, like it doesn't get bored. I can bet that if you haven't changed your space, like if you haven't rearranged your space for last 6 months, I can tell you 100% that every time you get on your room, you get bored and you try to sleep, and everything feels mundane. I can bet that, because I also feel that, and that's why I sometimes feel the necessity to change rooms, or maybe change the furnitures, or maybe rearrange the space, everything in my room. And by rearranging my, and I think it's good. Yeah, you can try that too. If it's not too much for you, you can try that too. You can either change the space or rearrange the stuffs in your space. Now you're at number 14, take a cold shower. I mean, it's one of the most simplest things you can do, other than scrolling your time on phone. Just go to the shower and take a cold shower, as simple as that. And I can bet that you already know how beneficial cold shower is. And now we are down to our last thing we can do instead of using phone, and that is stargazing, or maybe cloud gazing. If it's night for you, the moment you're getting bored, or you're procrastinating, you can just look at the stars. You can just look at the clouds, and you can enjoy nature. You can see how beautiful nature is. You can see how Allah created, how God, how the creator created everything in our world, how beautiful and how perfect, how precise those things are. You can see that every single cloud, every single star is placed in such perfect precision that they all look so beautiful, man. So it's definitely better, right? It's definitely better than using the than scrolling on phone, than doing something man-made, because nature is created by the creator, the one and only creator, who is for my religion, I'm a Muslim. Allah created everything, and everything is so beautiful. Every tree, every bird, every animal I see they look so beautiful and perfect to me. Okay, so definitely try to stargaze or cloud gaze. Just look outside, look at the sky, and looking at the sky will also help you. Like if you look up, it will help you. I don't know, I read somewhere, I'll tell you some day other day, and I think it's definitely far better than wasting our time on something that is meaningless. So this is all 15 things you can do instead of scrolling on your phone. And by the way, I'm building Habico, which is a platform that is going to help people like me who are wasting their time purposelessly, used to waste their time purposelessly, and help them to regain their life. It's not going to be a course, it's going to be some sort of platform, uh, organized platform, I think. I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but I'm trying to still trying to figure out what I can do for people with Habico. You can suggest me in the comment section. Okay, you can suggest me in the comment section about how I can. What do you want me to build for you guys?